Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome back to your daily episode of The Long Dark. And what are we doing? It's rabbit season. I just discovered last time that Astrid has run out of rabbit skins, which means rabbit hunting, which means snares. Unfortunately, unlike last time where I felt free to vanish off to, oh grief, the misanthrope. The misanthrope's cottage? Homestead, and Jackrabbit Island. It's not so convenient to return to the Quonset hut every night, which I need to do because I want the aurora so that Astrid can trade with the trader. Good morning, Eugene. How are you doing? So I elected to basically set up snares down the road, near the exit to, oh grief, what is it, the broken highway which leads to Desolation Point. I think I got that right. So I'll be going up and down that road relatively frequently. Yeah, that's and waiting for the aurora. That's what we're doing, and maybe manufacturing furniture so that I can start matching Eugene's setup, because he's inspired me to try doing more than just kill animals and cook them. And I can't remember where we were in the game. Probably in darkness. Oh, not complete darkness. It's the beginning of the day. Let me guess. We have... Oh, thank you, Anna. Good morning, Anna. How are you doing? And maybe I can actually build a proper storage chest instead of this thing that I accidentally built yesterday. You know what? Yeah, there we go. Now I can build a storage chest. Let's go see what the weather's doing. Did I cook water yesterday? I think I did, didn't I? Not much. I need more water. Do I have food? I do have food on me. Oh, not too bad. I have a situation I'm dealing with regarding family. But we should be good for now, if nothing else.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Still want to know where those rabbit skins went to. I'm pretty certain I had a bunch more, but okay. Yep, need more water. And as I recall, was it blowing a blizzard outside? No, it's not. Yay. So, let's go and check the snares. Yes, I did. That was the easiest setup I think I've ever done. The only downside is I don't have the camera angles and adjustments to properly show myself in profile, so I'm afraid it has to be straight on, which takes a bit of getting used to, because now I have to remember when I'm over talking to somebody I've got to look up there rather than look over there. But yeah. But so far it seems... Oh, that I've got wolves.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, minor adjustment. I was waxing lyrical about this earlier today. If anybody's interested, this is an Elgato green screen. It comes in its own sort of container. You can unfurl it to the desired height, put it away, that kind of thing. So it doesn't have to stay up all the time. And it was £54 off. So I kind of regarded that as being a fairly good deal. It's kind of weird. I realize I don't necessarily sit exactly square on to the screen. I don't know if I have OCD, but things like that irritate me a little bit, so I've kind of got to adjust. I could also use... actually, the silly thing is I could also use better lighting. Right now, half the lighting is actually provided by the big monitor above me. Without that, it gets a bit weird. I could use some supplementary lighting to light up the background properly. But I can make it work for now. As long as nobody sees any particular fuzziness, I think we're good. And given that I have started streaming Twitch on an alternate account so I can see what's going on for people, it's not a bad thing to do. I see Twitch was doing a trailer for Dances with Wolves 4. I'm sorry, Avatar 3. Let's face it, Avatar is basically Dances with Wolves in a science fiction setting. Avatar is a weird movie series, you know. It doesn't seem to have made any huge cultural impact. Do you know what I mean? It hasn't exactly entered into the popular mindset in the same way that, say, Star Wars or Star Trek or John Wick has. It's hugely successful for a brief time, and then it kind of vanishes. Oh. That's it? One rabbit? Yes, so you are. One rabbit. Alright. Oh! Yes, Bricage was commenting today that he was able to get multiple resolution choices during this morning's live stream, whereas yesterday on the same device, on the same browser, he wasn't. So the only lesson I can gain from that is Twitch is weird. I don't know why. It's not as if I've changed anything. Yeah, no, it's peculiar. Hi, Tony. Now, curiously, was it last night? Yeah, last night. You know how on Twitch I get people showing up in the live stream, trying to sell me goods and services. Now, that's been a fairly regular thing on Twitch over the last year or so. Last night, somebody decided to try that same thing on YouTube. And there's a first. Oh, hi, Danny. Yeah, I actually prefer the profile. I think it's actually better for me, but like I say, one of my original plans was actually to stick the green screen off to the left side and rearrange the furniture. Yeah, that's not going to work, as it turns out. So my only real choice is to, yeah, have the camera directly face on. Because I liked the idea that I could turn to face the camera, and I can't do that anymore. I mean, I may come up with some way to make it work, but yeah, it doesn't seem too likely. I can't think of a way of doing it right now. No, it's very easy. Yeah, you literally, there's it's a sheet of green cloth. There's a support behind it. You raise that to the right height, like one of those old projector screens that, you know, unfurls from a container. Same thing. You just lift it out, hook it over, bingo, you're done. And then OBS, you set up a chroma filter, set to green, and that's more or less it. If you have light variations, as I do, you can set a similarity as a similarity setting, so it can deal with other shades of green, which I've had to do. But yeah, no, it was, yeah, it was very straightforward. Oh right. From behind the Quonset hut. Ooh. I haven't had the bear come up I haven't had the bear come up from behind the Quonset hut. I've had it come at me from the side. Yeah, that was fortuitous. One rabbit.
Heavy.
I assume rabbits are not something that is recommended to stuff in a meat curing box. Yeah. 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 Goes up that road there. And, yeah, it will come over.
I'm not
Right.
sure I can carry much more.
Let's see if I can build a storage chest properly this time. Rustic storage trunk. I have got the right one, haven't I? Rustic. It does say rustic storage trunk. Oh, left that a bit late in the day. Yay! Well, that was the whole point about becoming an affiliate, wasn't it? To get that part of it to work. What time of day is
I can
it?
drop any of this gear.
And do I have enough water for the night? Yes, I do. Oops. I'm just going to sleep in 2-hour batches so that if we get the aurora, I don't miss it. Definitely need to spend some quality time making water today. I've had it. I've had it a. It's been a surprisingly long time without it, isn't it? And that's my last bottle of water. Just take the opportunity to put some mousse in that. I think it said 15 kilos, didn't it?
This pack is getting kind of heavy. I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I think I'm going to stick all my skins and what have you in the storage chest so that everything there is in the one spot. Makes sense to me. There we go. How much storage do we have in this chest? 35 kilograms. Oh, wow. That's worth having. Ah, heck, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Take that. Right. Quick run to check on rabbits. You get the general drift. Let's make sure I've got a bit of food on me. It's a shame I can't make the webcam image itself slightly transparent, but I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that when I get back. I don't know what you think, but the Steam machine is coming out, what, next year? I imagine it's going to be a bit like a souped up Steam Deck. That might work. I mean, it would certainly work with the Long Dark. And it's a Steam OS based system, so... Oh, look! It's going after the deer! Guess what? I'm gonna shoot a wolf. Oops. Where did my other arrow go? Oops. Alright, where did my other arrow go? Oh, please don't tell me. Oh, there we go. There's one arrow. Where did the other one go? Alright. Go find rabbit, come back, pick up this lot. Excuse me a second. I was hoping the messages would be over. Oh, it's okay. Very early this morning, I went to get a refund because I was supposed to be going to visit my mother in Cumbria tomorrow. I bought tickets a couple of days ago, and then circumstances changed, necessitating that I have to deal with something over the weekend. So I couldn't go. So the question was, could I get a refund for the train tickets? And the simple answer is yes, I could. So that saved me £45. And £45, by the way, is the cheap ticket. Yeah. I mean, it's not in the back yet, but there was no problem, you know. I should get it in a couple of days. Yeah, the downside with this camera up there is I've got to look up at a steeper angle to actually talk to it. And there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Whereas when it was over there, the angle I was looking at it was shallower because it was further away. But, oh well, you can't have everything. How come that rabbit's going all around here and it doesn't seem to want to trip them? Well, I would be carrying the meat. That's silly. Why am I carrying that with me? Yes, I know, but I can't go to... I don't want to go to... This is easy to go out and come back. Although now that I've killed those... Yeah, this is relatively safer to just do a quick dash out and dash back. And I need to get back to the Quonset hut for the aurora, if there is one. Whereas Jackrabbit Island, you got to go past, you know, a bear, 2 wolf packs, and a partridge in a pear tree. So I thought I'd... I don't need a lot of rabbit skins. I forgot the travois. Drat. I wanted that. Oh well. Road trip. Oh, I can go straight across the ice, can't I? That bear, I think, should have respawned today. Yes, I know. I did that last time. I got two a day, roughly, out of 3 snares. I don't have any birds, and all the peaches are back in the garage. Hey, bricolage! Yes, yes it is. Or should we say still working? Yeah, I'm going to come back for that and pick up that lot with the travois rather than try and haul it all. Very kind of the wolf to contribute. Yeah, I've got time. It's only midday. Oh, right. I don't know. I've always felt like they ought to be spaced out. But I don't know how the snare mechanism works. Oh, partridge in a pear tree. No. No. Sorry. Yeah, I see what you mean. I have no idea where I get that from. Not the... I mean, obviously, partridge in a pear tree comes from the Christmas Carol. But, no, you know, when you list a bunch of things and you end up with a partridge in a pear tree, as if to imply, you know, there's everything but the kitchen sink. Oh, I thought for some reason it was working during the last stream. Okay, my mind is obviously not capable of keeping track. What a peculiarity. Maybe there's some kind of daily limit, which doesn't make any sense.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Of course there would be. Where is it? Oh, there you are.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Come here, you silly wolf. Hey, Riss. What, you think there's a change? Yes, yes there is. I am now more transparent than ever. That's an idea. Oh no. It just... Hang on a second. Do you know what? I know how to do it. I've done it. I think they have to be friends, and then you can send them a message that way. Oops, no, we're going to quarter it, aren't we? Yes, I did change the setup. I have a green screen behind me, which is something I've wanted to do and talked about for some time.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, and I am looking directly at the camera now, which is, as I've explained innumerable times, is somewhat disconcerting, because when the camera was over there where I'm looking now, it was easier for me to address you, the listener / watcher, because I could sort of turn and talk. Now I can't, and I can't see myself, and it's slightly disconcerting. I have no idea what it looks like. I hope it looks okay. And the problem is, because of where I have to put the green screen, I can't move the camera from there to say back to where it was. I simply don't have the space to do it. Even if I rearrange the furniture, it wouldn't work, as it turns out. I thought it might, but it turns out no, it doesn't. So behind me is about the only place I could put it. I could conceivably, actually, I'd have to rewire things. I could conceivably put the camera over there looking this way, but I could put the green screen off to my left, so that, but then it would have to be an even bigger green screen, because of the angles and everything else. So yeah, it's pretty much the only place I can get it right now. Oops. What? It looks modern, but it feels like a broken connection. I don't understand that sentiment. Do you mean it just looks different and you're not used to it? I mean, it would be better if the camera was lower down, but I can't. I got literally about 2 inches of movement in the monitor, maybe less. I could move the monitor down a little bit, but then I'm not looking directly at the center of the monitor, which is what I want. I want to be looking at the center of the screen. I kind of preferred the camera where it was. I think it's because I think I look better in profile, but in the end, if nobody minds, then I'll just have to get used to it. In some ways, I think what is... Yes, I know. I don't wear green shirts, fortunately, but... Yeah, it's just a case of getting used to it. On the other hand, it has the advantage now that I can basically use the entire screen for the game, and hopefully with the chat transparent and the webcam itself transparent, it looks all right. Maybe floating head would work.
I wonder if I can drop any.
Okay, all right. That's a vote in favor. It for me, I think it is simply a case of I've got to get used to it. I still want to look over when I'm talking directly to somebody rather than looking up. But you know, I get that. That's really a case of that's what I'm used to. So. No, I don't think I don't think I own a green shirt. I might own a shirt that, yeah, I mean it. You know, I did do it the old way for a year, just over a year. So, yeah, it is irritating the heck out of me that I am not really sitting square in the chair, and I can't really see how to fix it. But I can't have everything, I suppose. Water. Make water.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Right. Yeah, I did have a lot of things set up specifically because the camera was over there, like looking at messages, so that when I was looking at messages, I was automatically looking in the direction of the camera. But I can't put the messages in front of me.
That's a good one.
I don't have any way of doing it. And I can't get them any closer. That's as close as I can get. No, no, I have not. I can't be bothered. Haven't done any of the challenges either. Again, yeah, just playing the game as it is takes me enough time.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I wish they'd have more context-sensitive comments. Because she's obviously in a safe place where she's been staying. Astrid, that is. It would make sense if instead of saying, some of the things she says, it would say, I really need to put something down because she's at home and this kind of thing. Ah! Oh, blast. Oh, but not the aurora.
Hear me out there? Back for more, huh? Well, let's see what I got.
Drat! Drat, 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 drat. Oh, I've lost the pemmican recipe. Grumble, grumble, grumble. That's an easy one to do.
Right.
Last. Okay, all right. Thanks for letting us know. Otherwise, we would have wondered what happened to you. I hope everything goes well for you. Hope you have a good day. Just had a thought. It happens sometimes. Oh, no. It's gone. Never mind. Yeah. See you soon. Don't forget the planned Christmas live stream. I still intend on doing that, even if I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to do, but I think I can actually, if necessary, make that up as I go. I'll try and come up with a schedule for Christmas Day for the games I'll be streaming at the very least. But yeah. Hey, but one thing's for sure, I thought I was going to have to set up a whole different screen for it. And now I don't think I need to. I can just have it like this. No, there will probably not be a Santa hat. I don't own a Santa hat. Probably won't get a Santa hat. I wish you hadn't said that. Because now that's what I'm thinking of doing. I wish you hadn't said that. What did he want? Potable water and 3 kilograms of raw meat. Oh, okay, that's easily done. I can do that very easily. So, in fact, I will do that in a moment. I am actually... Oh. Yeah, I'll do it when I come back. Alright, I'm actually going to take a quick break for the usual purposes, and I will be back in a couple of minutes. You lot are terrible. Now you've got me thinking of things I could do apart from the Santa hat. Right, so I have water. Oh, yes, I need... You wanted, what was it, a litre of water and... Yeah, 3 kilograms of raw animal flesh and a litre of water. Okay, I can do that. That's easy.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
3 kilograms of raw flesh. Hope you appreciate... Oh! No, you're not getting reindeer glasses. I need my real glasses to see with. Oh, I haven't got the travois on me. Let's fix up this.
I think I can use this.
What do you mean you think you can use it? You made it. Why does it...
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh, what day am I on? 220, 230, something like that. Great. Great. I really don't want the weather like this. Yeah, not my idea.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I would rather not go wandering around in the fog, to be honest. Not only is there the slight danger that I'd get lost, but if I encounter something furry and toothy, it's going to be at fairly close range, which is not my favorite situation. Yeah. Let's give it an hour, see what happens. Actually, what I can do is I can start coalescing.
I can drop any of this gear.
Start moving stuff around. That's full of food. Is that all I had? I thought I had more than that. Look at me, all organized. I did too. I thought I had more, but I've only got 8 of those. I just used a cured deer hide. I thought I had an extra. I am. Where's my moose? Oh, the moose is over there. Yeah, no, I keep thinking I had more, and I don't. Empty, empty. Oh, yeah, that's got oil and stuff in there. Organize things a bit.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, that puts things into perspective, doesn't it? I don't have as much as I thought I had, except for the wolves. But I thought I had more. Oh, hang on a second. Yes, isn't it? One thing I'm never short of. Alright, let's see what the weather's like now. Yeah. That's another way of saying it. The other thing I need to be is dead.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
So what I'm sort of planning here... Oh, hang on. Yes, I've got food. Yes, I've got water. Yeah. Okay. Is go check on rabbits. See what the weather's like. Skip across to the trader's bin. Hopefully don't get ambushed. Oh no. Oh, I forgot to say, Danny. Hello, Peanut. Hello, Lola. Who else? Which other cats have I forgotten to appropriately greet? Yes, apparently so. I have not actually run across a cougar, although cougars are turned on, and I have skirted their territory on at least one occasion. I have actually seen one in the game, but not during this run. Was it this run? Well, most things hate fire, don't they, in this game? I could carry this lot that I have on me. I just don't see any need to... Oh, look at that. I think that's 3 rabbits over there. Oh, 4 rabbits.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
You know, I just had an idea. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. It's alright. It was just an idea. I'll remember that next time I get mauled by a cougar. Okay, 6 rabbits. That should last me a repair or two. Oh, poor fella. Why did he start getting cranky all the time? Oh, right. Yeah, I can tell you that if you are not enjoying the game, you won't stream it very well. I ought to do some beach combing. But to be honest with you... Oh no! That does not sound good. And of course we have a wolf on the ice. 2 of them. Great. I should have gone round the other way, shouldn't I? Yeah, great. What a sensible wolf. Yeah, I've had occasions where, for whatever reason, I was feeling distinctly unmotivated during a stream, and rather than just try and suffer through it, I will typically end it. I had a thought. My thought just then was, how fresh does the meat have to be? I guess the answer is raw. I don't know how he would respond if I'd given him rancid meat, but I suppose 82% fresh will do. Oh dear. Mind you, I'm not one to judge. My old channel, Forgotten Aviation, I never did leave a final message, mainly because it sort of fizzled out, and I was never in a position to absolutely say, I'm sorry, I'm not returning to this channel. And I really should have done, but it still gets views, that old channel. People still watch it. It still gets subscribers. I've got 2,300 odd subscribers on that old channel. But it did become difficult to continue, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, had I been able to, that would have been, I think that would have been very successful had I been able to continue. But in the end, I think I just found there was a combination of factors. It always is, but that kind of channel puts a significant amount of stress on yourself. The stress of being right all the time, the stress of making sure you know absolutely what you're doing and what you're saying. And there is also the problem that, and I only got hints of it in my channel, you get some sometimes dubious people involved in military channels. And I don't feel like having to deal with them. I got very lucky in that I never had to deal with it directly, but I could see it. Oh, right. And it is a thing. Just because something might be successful, that's not necessarily a good reason to continue with something, I'm afraid. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the one huge difference, obviously, between doing this and doing Forgotten Aviation is that yet the stress level is much, much lower. It's a lot more pick up and go. It's, you know, it's... You get some hints about the nature of... I apologize if any of them are here. You get some hints about some of the darker aspects of the military channel mentality. I haven't seen it myself on my own channel, but based on what I've seen and what I've heard, it can be surprisingly racist, sexist. There's a Me Too aspect which is I find difficult to deal with. You'll get people saying, "Oh yes, my grandfather, fill in the blank," and it's like, I don't believe you, but I can't say anything. But it's irritating, and it's a thing. Oh yes, my grandfather, great grandfather did this or that or the other, and it's like, wait a second, I don't feel like having to deal with it, because then you got to comment to be polite, and yeah. I mean, at least here, the worst thing that's going to happen is someone says, "I don't like your streams," and I'll say, "That's fine. You're welcome not to," and I won't care that much. But it is significant. I do apologize. I got no idea how I pronounce your name. Shoin Wood? Snack food. Yep, welcome. Welcome to Shards of Insanity.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I have been doing this run for hang on, 227 days in Stalker. And everyone else, I think, watching has probably managed, who plays the game has probably managed longer. I've done longer in Voyager. My Voyager run was 516 days until I died of suffocation.
Is getting too heavy to carry.
My last run was not lost. You can still find it. I just can't play it anymore. Because I died. It's still out there on the channel. Oh, I was gonna say which last run? My last Stalker run only lasted 60 days, didn't it? Yeah, the gas mines. That's, I thought I'd be more upset than I was, and I wasn't. I found myself remarkably phlegmatic about the whole thing. Yeah. Oh. More snack food. Where are we? Yeah, I'll stick you with the rest of the wabbits. Right. Progress. Okay. What time of day is it? What do I need to do? I've got rabbit skins for a while. I need to figure out what I need to fix, don't I? Oh yeah, I mean, I had the gas mask, I had filters for it, and I still died. I didn't have enough filters, obviously. I wasn't greatly pleased. Oh, I seem to have come away from this fairly lightly. Yeah, didn't have enough canisters. What I didn't realize was there are canisters scattered all over the map. I mean, I've seen canisters everywhere, really. And I didn't know that at the time. I hadn't encountered the gas canisters until I actually got to the zone of contamination. Actually, I didn't find the zone of contamination that brutal. It was just that I went into the mine and was improperly prepared for it. It has one of the actually zone of contamination has, what is it, two unique methods of dying. I don't know about what one of them. I'm pretty sure zone of contamination is the only place where you can die of chemical poisoning. I don't know if it's the only place you can die of suffocation. I didn't come across anything. Oh, of course there's, yeah, I forgot about this. Of course there's an aurora.
Well, well. My pal on the radio. Got it. On my way.
Okay. It would take practice on my part to do it, and I didn't have that. Three cured black bear hides. Yeah, well, I wasn't familiar with the dynamics of the mine. I literally went in there. I'm not sure I even appreciated that I would need the gas mask and filters, but I had them on me. Um, um, no, I need something else, don't I? Hang on a second. What do I need for the black bear bed? I need ptarmigan down, 16. So I would have to go and do a hunt. Now, the good news is I am in a good condition to go and do that, seeing as I can now shoot while crouched. The problem is I've got to go all the way back to Mystery Lake for that. But I might do that. That's definitely a possibility. I don't think anybody was there for that one. It's not a... Hang on a second. I mean, now I'm curious to see how many people actually saw me die in that one. Where is it? Long Dark Voyager. 154 videos. Oh, great. Yeah, the that last video, it's even said the Long Dark dying in the zone of contamination has had 21 views. So it was not my most popular. Kind of amusing, to be honest. $151 live streams. Wow. Coming up to 150 for Warframe now. Oh, drat. I'm dreadfully sorry. My bladder has decided to demand attention. So I will let me go attend that and I'll be right back. I just noticed I have 312 subscribers. Thank you. We're growing. Thank you to the 312th subscriber. I appreciate that. Oh yes, I've got a bit of space for my collection there. So the thing that I need is that rabbit pelt. Hurry up and cure so I can fix my hat. How much fur do I have?
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
8. I could conceivably make another. I could make another storage chest, couldn't I? Because I wouldn't mind getting rid of these. Am I going to do this? There's a wolf hat? I want the wolf hat. Yeah. Ah, don't do that. What do I want to store in there? This is all my food, isn't it?
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Ah, I didn't want to do that either. Never mind. Oh. I can't. I thought that was a separate item. Never mind. That's my food box. And I still need to make more water. Good grief.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Don't want to be carrying Vaughn's rifle around, do I? It's a shame you can't sort of prop it up against a wall somewhere. Why can't you make a gun rack? Actually, that I need to fix. Oh, what time? Oh, it's a bit late in the day to be. Oh, maybe not. Forgotten how long I've been out here. Oh, cabin fever risk. Of course there is. Yep, I've got a Discord. It's linked. It's linked in YouTube and on Twitch. It features cat pictures, recipes, dog pictures, Eugene's Quonset hut decorations. I really don't use it or check it as frequently as I should, to be honest with you, but... Oh, right. Oh, that's good to know. I suspect this will be my last run for rabbits for a while. Because what I've got should last me for a bit. Six foot wide. And yeah, it's a large one. There is a size down from that made by Elgato, which is only 5 foot wide, but it turns out I don't know whether the 5 foot wide one was discounted, but the 6 foot wide one was, so that's what I got. And 6 foot wide gives you a few more options. So, and it fits. So, you know, it's I did try and find small green screens. There aren't any small green screens, you know, 3 foot wide, something like that. Because at one point I thought I'd have one green screen over that way, and then another one behind me, but I couldn't find them small enough for that. So in the end, I just went for the one big one and relocated the camera. Yes, they do. That would not have worked for me. You can get some surprisingly cheap ones, but they did not fit my use case. And being able to finish streaming and then just pack everything up is really useful. And the way it's set up really facilitates that. Yeah, I think you can get green screen hoods. So if I ever want to do a headless live stream, I could probably do that.
This pack.
I don't think they would, because one of the aspects of it is that the apocalypse that caused your plane to crash essentially had an EMP effect. So, or something like that. Although, yeah, it's... Oh! Well, that would be different. I need to do some fishing. Oh, hello, Christopher. Or should that be Christopher Ack? I can't remember. Have we talked before? I do apologize if we have, and my memory is in the process of leaking like a sieve. A shotgun would make sense. It's really surprising that we don't have shotguns in the game, to be honest. Assuming they keep them in. Don't forget, they may not even end up being in the game. Believe it or not, I have not watched the Black Frost trailer. Publicity videos do not necessarily represent what you actually get in the end. No, I've told the story before, but here's how it can work. Can. When game development and marketing materials are developed side by side, so the marketing does not necessarily get to use the actual game for their publicity. So, yeah, what you see in marketing materials, especially before a game is released, might be quite different from the way the game actually turns out. It's one of the reasons I don't tend to watch game previews or game trailers in advance of the game itself. Because you could end up with expectations that do not match reality. And before you ask, it's, you might say, well, why don't they do the marketing materials when the game is ready? They don't have time. They have to have both ready pretty much at the same time. In fact, they have to have the marketing materials, arguably, prepared in advance of the game. So the game, by the time when they get the marketing materials done, they might not have the game in a suitable state even for gameplay. I don't know if that's going to be the case with Black Frost, but yeah, it's something to be aware of. But I'm trying to think if there are examples. I did used to know examples of games where the marketing simply did not match the gameplay, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. But it has happened. I think Horizon Forbidden Dawn might have been one of them. But I'm not positive about that. Is it Horizon Forbidden Dawn? Horizon Forbidden West? Can't remember. Assuming it comes out in March. Yeah.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
It's not necessary. You shouldn't necessarily regard it as being deliberately deceptive. It is genuinely a case of the marketing department has its own thing to do, and the development department has its own thing to do, and never the twain shall meet. So the marketing department might have a description to go on, but they might not have ever seen the game. They might have seen bits of it. It depends, honestly. I mean, it could be quite possible that nobody in the marketing department will have seen the game even in development. It would honestly depend on the dynamics of the company. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Dropping the woodworking tools that I am mysteriously carrying around. Great. I'm not even bothered going to calculate it. I don't know how much space it takes up. I know it's measured in the... Hang on a second. I can probably tell you. Properties. Installed files. Right now, according to this, the installation is 13.74 gigabytes. There you go. That's the install size for it. So go ahead and do that calculation. So 1 gigabyte is what? 1,000 megabytes? Yeah. Honestly, I don't have any particular excitement or anticipation about either one of them until they actually make it out. Yeah, oh, drat. Drat. I didn't want to do that. Sorry, which game was that, Danny?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I didn't mean to sleep in the garage. I've got cabin fever. All right. Yeah, well, that's a thing. Yeah, I'd like to play the last part of Wintermute. Simply to finish off the rest of the story.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Right, we have made it through another session. Oh, hang on a moment. One last thing. Alright, what am I doing next apart from going to get some lunch? Lunch is definitely a thing I need to do. Hang on, what did I just transfer that I did not wish to? I haven't had anything like that because, well, one thing, I don't drink sodas, so that didn't happen. What's the worst thing that's happened to me during a live stream? The worst thing that typically happens with me is forgetting to unmute the microphone. I think that's pretty much the worst thing that tends to happen. Don't think normally the stuff that goes wrong for me is my own fault and mostly technical. The worst thing I ever did during a live stream, the worst mistake I made, was I went to intermission, came back, and forgot to disable the intermission scene for about 40 minutes. And I didn't notice, which is really strange that I didn't notice because I have the YouTube preview here. I've got OBS over there at the edge of my vision. I've got all the cues around me and I just didn't notice for 40 minutes. Probably because I was focusing on something in the game. It wasn't The Long Dark, it was Warframe. So that was I think that's the worst accident I had. But it's not like, soda spilled all over the keyboard, but I think that was the worst thing. I don't think I've managed to sneeze on a live stream. Yeah, I did that. Wasn't my proudest moment. But don't think I've had anything else. I mean, I've been interrupted, obviously, because of text messages that I had to pay attention to and take care of, and that kind of thing. But that's just real life. I've had phone calls come in during a live stream, but that, again, is not an accident. That's just something that happens in real life. I think the worst thing I've done during a live stream was forget to switch the intermission off. And the other day, was it yesterday? Yesterday. I think it was yesterday evening. Prakash was commenting that the game sound was very loud and they could barely hear me on the microphone. And it turns out I hadn't swung the microphone around. Because typically, in a game that's as loud as Warframe, when I talk, the game volume is dropped quite considerably. But because this was too far away, it wasn't working as well as it should. No, I haven't had that. No, hadn't had anything like that. Mostly because I'm not using the speakers at the moment. I'm using earbuds. So all the game noise is coming in through that. There should, in principle, be nothing. I mean, yeah, obviously the loudspeaker, the microphone will pick up the call, but that happens anyway. So no, I haven't had any interference like that. I have had interference where I hadn't switched off, say, the tablet. Or, no, this has also happened. I hadn't switched over from speakers to earbuds, and the speakers picked up the sound coming from the microphone picked up the sound coming from the speakers. Now, that was weird, but it didn't interfere, so it wasn't too bad. It just, you could hear me twice. I'd say something, and then 20 seconds later, you'd hear me say the same thing again. But I haven't had interference. No, not yet. No, I simply, and like I say, if I'm doing my job properly, the speakers aren't on anyway. So the microphone is not going to pick up anything from the speakers because they are not in use, only the earbuds. I don't know. What was your question? Oh! Yes. Yes. It's not a secret as far as I know. Brickage is Nika Brika. If you actually go onto Discord, you'll see that his name on there is something like Brickage, Nika Brika, something else. Yeah. But I don't know why it didn't go through. Yeah. I'm sure one day I'll have a... Well, I don't... Yeah, I don't have a G1 network. Right. Enough of the mistakes I might... Yeah, I don't know whether he is still watching. So, yeah, like I say, I need to bring this to an end so that I can get on with the rest of my day. And not a hide nor hair of the bear that mauled me. So, as many people know, I will be back this evening at 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. However, it's the weekend, and I typically take a big chunk of the weekend off. So there is no schedule for the weekend. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. But yeah, it's the weekend, so there almost certainly won't be a live stream in the morning. either morning, and as I have circumstances to deal with over the weekend, evening live streams are up in the air. And I'm doing it again. I'm talking over that way instead of talking that way. But this is the way I can see cats at the same time. So normal service should reserve on Monday. Yes. I appreciate the sentiment. I do find it necessary to take a break. Otherwise, I'll burn out. You can't do 3 streams a day, 7 days a week, over and over and over again without some burnout, which has happened to me in the past. So I reserve the right at the weekends to do other things, which is why nothing's scheduled. And if I do anything, the best way to know about it is to be subscribed and to have clicked the bell button, and then hope that YouTube sends you a notification. Or follow me on Twitch, and then Twitch will send you a notification. Yeah. I do have other projects that I should work on at the weekend for videos. I've got 2 videos coming out this weekend. They're only 2-3 minutes long, and that's for Warframe related stuff. So yeah, I do take a break. So no weekends means no guarantees at all. And if you get something, you get something. I was sort of planning on starting maybe a regular thing, doing ASMR based on Prologue Go Way Back, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that this weekend at all. Yeah, half the time I don't get my own notifications. So, if I don't see you this weekend, I hope your weekends all go very well. If I do see you, it will be good to see you. Thank you everyone for watching. It's always appreciated, and it's always appreciated when you keep me going by chatting chatting in chat, by engaging in chat. That always helps. So I think that's everything. Remember to be kind to children and small animals, or large animals and large animals. Be excellent to each other, and I will see you all next time.